Hey everyone, Harrison, I'm back at it once again with a brand new video for you, and I just keep pumping out videos, don't I? Yet more impromptu news coming up for you guys. It's not normal that I respond to news like this, but I thought, because the Grosjean video did so well, why not strike while the iron is hot, and let's bring you guys into this one. For those guys who are not in the know, and I've looked at the title and think, hang on a minute, what's going on here? Allow me to explain. It was revealed on Twitter about an hour ago. As I'm recording this, it's 5:30 PM GMT right now. As I was recording this, it was revealed, according to Eddie Jordan from BBC F1, former Jordan team boss owner, that he said that Lewis Hamilton will be going to the Mercedes Formula 1 team next season. This has come from the BBC Sport guys, and this has come from Eddie Jordan's own mouth. Now, I don't know whether this is absolutely true or not. I'll be honest. No one else has reported this yet. But Eddie Jordan knows the F1 camp. He knows the guys in the sport. He's a good source. He's a good, knowledgeable guy when it comes to Formula 1. So if he's coming out and saying it, there's definitely grounds for talk on this one, without any question. So let's break this down for a minute. Lewis Hamilton going to Mercedes. I can't see the plus side in this yet from a racing perspective. McLaren are a very good team, have been one of the best teams in Formula 1 for many years. That's never been in question. Always a top 3 team at worst, always a consistent, up there potential podium / race winning car every time without fail. This has always been the case. Now, Mercedes, as much as they're a good team, they aren't there yet, in my opinion. I think they're one of the top mid-card level teams. A team that will, challenge for top 6 finishes, might get in the points here and there. We'll have to wait and see. So, we'll have to wait and see. For sure. Obviously, more on this might come out in future videos, but it's definitely something that's worth talking about in my eyes. So, I don't think Mercedes are quite there yet as a car. I think that's going a step backwards in my eyes, car development-wise. That's what kind of makes me think this move is monetary driven, money driven. It's for financial reasons. Hamilton he's 27. He probably likes the money side of the sport. He's still a young man, so why not take advantage of that and get a nice paycheck? I don't know. I'll have to wait and see. But I don't know what kind of other motivation there will be for Hamilton to join Mercedes. And if that happens, what happens to Nico Rosberg and Michael Schumacher, the 2 current Mercedes drivers? Now, in my opinion, I think McLaren would take Nico Rosberg coming the other way, because I think Rosberg is, again, another very solid driver. He's been in Formula 1 now for 6 years. He's only won 1 race, but he's never had a decent set of wheels to really get him up there. Besides, you could argue that Shanghai was a bit of a one-off. He qualified on pole, and then while the other guy squabbled, he pulled away and blasted the field into oblivion. But Michael Schumacher, again, has not really shown anything near his best kind of performance in that Mercedes car. I don't see McLaren going after Michael Schumacher. I think now in Formula 1, you've got to plan for the future here. I think I'd rather have 5 years of a Perez, or 5 years of a Kobayashi, or even 5 years of a Maldonado, instead of, signing Michael Schumacher for 1 year and then being right back where you started again when he hangs it up in 2014. I'm not saying that's true, but Michael Schumacher is now, I think, nearly 42 years old. You've got to think his days as a driver in this sport are numbered. I mean, Bernie Ecclestone's already coming out and saying that this might be his last year. He seemed to be pretty sure that Schumacher's going to be leaving at the end of the season. Schumacher said he's made no decision yet, but you never know in this darn sport. That's why I'm making this darn video. This could also, think about it. This could also set off a massive driver reshuffle. It's like the time when Valentino Rossi left the MotoGP team, left the Fiat Yamaha MotoGP team to go to Ducati and try and create this all-Italian dream team. Michael Schumacher did pretty much the same thing he did, and as a result, driver shifts went up and down the grid. You had Nicky Hayden go to Ducati. You had Ben Spies go up to Fiat Yamaha to join Jorge Lorenzo. They were just across the field, drivers were shifting, all over the place. So if that happens, who would Mercedes bring in? Would they just nuke the team altogether and bring in 2 new drivers? Maybe a Perez, maybe a Kobayashi, maybe a Paul di Resta, or a Nico Hülkenberg, or somebody like that, a solid mid-tier guy to fill in the seat. Maybe even a younger guy like Daniel Ricciardo, or the highly touted Jerome D'Ambrosio, for example. So you can see where I'm going. This could set off a kind of massive driver reshuffle to a degree as well. So again, this is a very exciting story because there's a lot of potential possibilities here that could happen. Obviously, if it comes to pass, obviously if more news comes out in the situation, I'll do my best to bring it to you in future videos. But this is a big time rumor. Eddie Jordan is the one who's mentioned this, from BBC F1, from the former Jordan team boss, now broadcaster, turned insider. You could also say like a Stephen A. Smith in NBA, for instance, who's now bringing this story to you. Let me know what you guys think. What do you think could happen to Formula 1 if this happens? What do you think of Hamilton possibly changing teams? I'd love to hear what you guys have got to say. Please, please, please like the video if you watched and enjoyed it. Let's try and not have another Grosjean situation where 22 guys disliked it. I think that's a bit silly. If you don't agree with it, doesn't mean you have to dislike the video. But if you enjoyed it, leave a like. Please do. Let me know what you think in the comments. I know a lot of you commented last time. Over 75 comments on the last video. Let's aim for that again. I've been Harrison101. Thank you very much for watching. Enjoy the video, and sayonara.